And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here on a Wednesday afternoon, New Thought Media Network, and it is time for our midweek pick-me-up. A big thank you to Reverend Gina, soon to be Reverend Gina, for stepping in last week and taking over here on this program as I was able to get away with my family for the holiday. So thank you very much for that, Gina. Appreciate that. And for each and every one of you that's joining us here today, or perhaps catching this on a replay on the archives and thank you for that as well. And please feel free, share this with a friend. Let some friends know what you're watching and what you're checking out. And if you like what you see here and what you hear here, then please tell a friend what's going on here. We'd love to share what we're doing here in New Thought Media Network. So midweek pick me up, 2 prayers, 2 songs, and a talk in between, which means it's time for me to step aside and let the divine do its job and flow. So if you're with me and in a safe place to close your eyes, please do as I just let go. I let go of everything it took to be in this moment and the hustle and the bustle of this day. Let go of any concerns about what comes next or how it happens or where it happens, to be in the place of the oneness that says, I am, and I am absolutely ready for what comes my way, for what happens here this day. Because what I know is I know it's got to be good. I know it's got to be God. I know the oneness that is God's life is revealing itself through the music, through the words, through the inspiration, through each one that is in any way affected, touched, inspired, uplifted by this time, this experience, whatever you want to call this. I know there is good and even more good revealing itself moment by moment by moment by moment. An absolute raising up, a wellspring of infinite wisdom, saying yes to the creative spirit, to the creative experience that is life, that is my life, that is your life, that is all life. So I am in a place of just thrilled to overflowing for what wants to happen, for what wants to be revealed. And I let that be. And so it is. And so it is. Okay. So here's the deal, right? I'm going to start today's show with something that I do a lot because you guys, well, it's one of my favorite songs and it's the perfect tune, I believe, to get started with a midweek pick-me. Yeah. Here it is.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Faith Rivera.
Talking about that peace.
Let's talk about some peace.
That's right. Yeah. Set your spirit free, y'all.
If we wanna make a change, be the change we seek. If we get this thing called love, turn the other cheek, spin the world right upside down. Maybe then we'll see another way to be. If we're gonna have this dream, wake to make it real. If we're marching for some peace, start at home with me. If we soothe the war inside to bring some harmony, with a point where it begins. Shanti Ramani, Pache Shalom.
Talking about that peace. That's right. Yeah. Set your spirit free, y'all.
Shanti Ramani, Pache Shalom.
Talking about that peace.
That's right. Yeah. People say it's Judgment Day, time for us to choose. We can win together now, but separately we'll lose. Given to the doubt and fear, we'll show that heaven's here. With every word we say, with every move we make, with every breath
Set your spirit free.
Shanti Omani Pache Shalom
Talking about that peace.
Damai Kapaya Paha Salaronyaro
Get down. Get down.
What the bleep, hey, got it right. With water and with light. What we get is what we think. So bask your mind with light. Focus on a super you. It suits the world of two. Join our peace, love, and fun. Till the work of peace is done. Cause baby, we are one. Shanti, Omani, Pache, Shalom.
Talking about that peace. Set your spirit free.
Shanti, Omani, Pache, Shalom.
Talking about that peace.
Damai kapaya paha salaranyaro.
Set your spirit free.
Shanti Omani, Pache, Shalom.
Talking about that peace.
Damai kapaya paha salaranyaro.
Set your spirit free.
Shanti Omani, Pache, Shalom.
How about we turn a microphone on? How I love that many, 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 many words for peace. To call forth peace, to bring more peace into our worlds, to be that expression, that vibration of it. That says it does, it doesn't, peace isn't the absence of anything. It's not just, sitting and doing. It is the exuberance of life. It is the ability to live life in the midst of what's going on around us. And that's a part of, for me, what this whole thing is all about. Not just not just this show, right? Not just here on Wednesday afternoons, but throughout the week, every day, every program that this network brings forward, I believe is contributing. And I believe if we're not doing this, then we got to change. We're contributing to create a vibration and an environment where love and peace and positivity and abundance and prosperity and all the goodness, the order, the beauty, the truth, all the amazingness that is God may reveal itself. Got something in my eye here, excuse me. And the world, the world is filled with countless opportunities to see the opposite of that, to see where things are broken, to see where something's not going right, where there's perhaps chaos or confusion or outright aggression and violence and all the various things that happen in the human world. It doesn't mean they don't affect us. It doesn't mean we're not touched by them on a mental level, an emotional level, a spiritual level, a physical level. But it also doesn't mean that we are bound by those experiences and that they set the course of our future. We have the power and we have the wisdom and the insight and the intellect within us to choose differently when an event, when an experience, when something happens. For those that have been following along, one of my biggest kicks lately is a lot in the world of listening. It's a lot about how do I listen a little more deeply? How do I listen into and allow that listening to be the inspiration, allow what comes through that listening to be the inspiration to move me forward. to continue to, even when things look tough, even when the day seems long, even when the numbers don't add up, even when it's any of that stuff, to find my way back to the center, to find my way back to one, and say, okay, hold on. None of that crap, and that's a spiritual term. I'm going to define it for you in a moment. None of that crap defines my experience of life. So what is crap? Crap is conditions repelling absolute prosperity. That's all that is. Conditions that are repelling, pushing away our absolute prosperity or our absolute abundance or our absolute love, or it can be anything. Any condition in our life, anything that seems like it is pushing away the good we desire, that is where my prayer work is, because that is not the truth. If there is something that it seems like is between you and your good, that is a misperception. We can deal with misperceptions. We can eliminate the misperceptions. Because at that point, all we have to do is identify that it's not the truth, and then identify what the truth is. You ever wonder what the truth of your life might be? I can tell you. You're a whole, complete expression of God. You're abundant. You're prosperity in action. You are love taking form. You are purpose. You are compassion. You are beauty. You are truth. You are health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity, love, light, beauty, truth, all of it. For you, every part of you is a divine expression of the oneness that is God's life, is a creative expression. And we each have the ability to create from that limitless resource whatever it is we desire. That's the fun part. So I have found in my life and in the last 20 years of following this philosophy and exploring and learning and growing and practicing day by day by day, how much practice can one man, right? I joke. Through it all, what I have found is, as long as you never stop believing, it keeps on working. And as long as I continue to look for that good, to say, I want to be a vessel of good, not a vessel for greed, although I could do that. And we have seen experiences and expressions where this philosophy has been used for greed, for power, to achieve power, or to amass wealth. I like to look at what I'm doing as a radical personal liberation theology. That's it. I'm living it seems pretty radical to most people, at least. But it's a theology of liberation, whereby I work to free myself from the limiting mental constructs of my history and of the world around me, and invite others along that journey so that together we can all transcend those boundaries and create new mental models, create new mental equivalents of a healthy community, of a virtual organization, of a network of spiritually motivated individuals that really want nothing more than to have a good time and let's live a good life, right? That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm glad you're here, because if you're here, that means in some way you're being attracted to this whole idea as well. A radical personal liberation theology that looks to set people free by challenging the old mental models, the old mental constructs, the old belief systems and limitations and things that say you can't, or whatever it might be. All the stuff that got us to where we are, examining that, releasing that, letting go of all that, so that we can create the new models of a world that works for everyone, models of a world where borders are irrelevant, models of a world where everyone knows that there is more than enough food and shelter and resources, and everyone has access to that. where no one feels like they are pushed aside or outside or left other or made to be other or made to feel wrong. In a world of 7 billion different people, plus more. How many more? I don't know what the current count is. How many people on the planet? With 7 billion plus people on this planet, then that means there are 7 billion plus ways to experience the divine. Who am I to say that your way is anybody's way is wrong? Now, if what you're doing is harming me or mine or people around me or people I care about, or, that's something that I can look at and I can say, I don't agree with that. I think that is a misuse of the law. I don't think that's the way we ought to be doing this. And then it is my work to remind that person of their greatness. Not to say that they're bad or wrong or going to hell. We all know that's just made up anyway. And there's priests and Catholics that are finally admitting that the whole idea of hell was nothing more than made up. But our job becomes, I believe my job becomes one of reminding each of our own greatness and calling you to yours so you feel free. Feeling free to share what I love and what I do and what makes my heart sing and what brings me joy, so that you may feel free to do that in your life as well. So that you may feel free to step forward and bring the amazingness that is your life. Because here's what I know also. If you don't, then this world is a much, much lesser place. If you're not willing to bring forth the love that you are here to shine, if you're not willing to bring forth the joy and the passion, the creativity that you're here to be, then that makes the world a lesser place overall. And I'm going to tell you, that's not the world I want to experience. That's not where I want to live. I want to live in a world where we all recognize just how incredibly amazing life is and how amazing everyone in our lives is. Before I pray, I'd like to share with you a reminder of that truth. A reminder of just how incredibly amazing you are. This is Martin Kerr. Enjoy.
One day, we'll be looking back on this and we'll say, aren't you happy that we did it our way? Everyone we knew was saying no way, but we were never listening anyway. So don't be just standing in the doorway. Don't you know we gotta hit the highway? Darling, this is gonna be a good day. And I've gotta say that I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. One day, I'll be looking back on this and I'll say, I'm so happy that you said you would stay. There were times I know that I was crazy, fraying at the edges and you saved me. I'm losing count of chances that you gave me. You're laughing at me dancing really badly and telling me the reasons why you'd gladly do it all again. 'Cause I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. Well, hey, words can never adequately convey everything you're giving to me today. But holding you is better than a holiday, and leaving you I dread it like exam day. So at the risk of sounding kinda risque, everything to now has been the foreplay. Darling, I would follow you to Norway or anywhere you want it. 'Cause I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. No, I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, I'm not bad myself, but you're amazing. You're amazing. One day, when we're getting wrinkly and our hair's grey, a rusty old banger in the driveway, one of us will maybe wear a toupee. I will be in love with you.
Once again, I laugh at the playfulness of knowing technology at its finest, at its greatest, and reminding each that we are a part of that love, of that divine connection that is spoken of so dearly in that song. And that is not a love song between two people. It is a love song between God and itself, you and your creativity, you and your beloved, you and your divine oneness. For we are all part of that playfulness. We are all part of the divine expression that is God's life here and now. So I claim for each a sense of lifting up, a sense of stepping forth, and a sense of saying yes to the magnificence that is calling you forth in this moment, in every moment, day by day, moment by moment, each one being lifted up to a greater inspiration, to a greater sense of, yes, I can, and so I shall. Yes, I am called, and so I shall. These are the words. This is the calling. And I am filled with a great, great sense of gratitude for what has revealed itself here this day, and for the truth that is making itself known. For that is the divine. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones, for being with me this afternoon here on the Midweek Pick Me Up. Happens every Wednesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. 2 songs, 2 prayers, and 2 prayers, 2 songs, and a talk in between. Again, I thank you for being with us and being part of the New Thought Media Network. If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing here, please do check us out. You can donate over at ntmedia.org and learn more about this mighty, mighty ministry and what we're up to and where we're going and what we got planning in the future. So continue to keep on keeping on. Join us again. We'll be back later this evening, 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time for evening prayers. And let's see who's on evening prayers tonight. Here we are. Rev Lisa is on evening prayers tonight. So join us 8:15 for that. All right, dear ones, I'm Rev Briz. I'm out of here for now. I love you. Until next time, peace and blessings. Go out, make it a great evening. Peace and blessings.